8th grade, they did the school play. And I auditioned, and everybody thought it would be so cool to play Captain Hook. And I really wanted to play Captain Hook because I just felt like I could do so much with it. And he was funny, and you know, it would be cool to wear boots or whatever. And so I auditioned, and I remember waiting outside the classroom, you know, waiting for the director to tell us, you know, what we got. And they posted it. And I saw, and I looked, and I got so sad because I didn't get Captain Hook. And I went upstairs, and I called my parents from the office phone, and I was crying, or sort of suppressing the crying so nobody would see me. And my mother said, well, all right, darling, well, who did you get? I said, Peter Pan. And she said, what? That's the lead. And I said, I know, but I could have done so much more with Captain Hook.
My name is John Pirkis, and this is Diary of an Actor. And today we're in the heart of Chinatown, and very delighted we are to finally have our guest today, the actress Caroline Kinsolving.
43% of the focus group participants felt Got Happy was overly intrusive and posed a privacy threat.
What threat? There's no threat. Who felt threatened?
Public opinion matters.
I grew up in a very theatrical home. My father was an actor on Broadway, and my mother is a poet who gives lots of poetry readings, so a lot of performances in my house. And then I also grew up in a very interesting little town. It's made up of about 2,000 people, and I always say it's made up of farmers and movie stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crikey, where's this?
Yeah, it's a little town called Bridgewater, Connecticut.
Okay. Where did you and why did you decide to train?
I went to Stella Adler first, and then while I was studying at Vassar. And then I think at Vassar I heard about the NYU program at RADA. My training was weird. I didn't go to grad school. I just did all of these different programs that were sort of grad school smushed into a little amount of time. So I ended up training at all of these wonderful places for shorter amounts of time than most people do. Really the key with any training or any learning, or even when you go see a movie, is you take what works for you and you leave the rest.
I do know that you are also based in Los Angeles. How do you weigh those two cities up? Where, I mean, obviously they both offer something completely different as far as our careers are concerned.
Yeah.
And which one do you favor?
I mean, I've always said that, I mean, even though I have an apartment in Los Angeles, my family is here, so I've felt based on both coasts. And it's just really where the wind takes me. I actually just feel really lucky to have been able to experience both coasts, both businesses, the TV world, the film world, the theater world, the commercial world, the modeling world. You know, I mean, they're just all so different.
Good evening. Welcome to the 11 o'clock news. I'm Tristy Brinkley, and here now, the news. This just in. Thank you, Jim. Good to see you tonight.
Can you please read the copy?
Okay. Terrible news tonight. 10 years after the tragic events of September 11th, New York has been the target of yet another terrorist attack. What? What the fuck is this?
Read it, please.
I said it all happy and shit.
Doesn't matter, just please keep going.
But I can't.
Go.
I look like a fucking idiot.
And I've always believed that an actor should not only study acting, and I love that about our job. It's astonishing when I have a really good day of either like doing service or community service or volunteering. That kind of throws you in a totally different place than you're used to, and a totally outside bubble. And you have really real connections with people. And I would say that that's as useful, if not more sometimes. Get out of your head, stop thinking about yourself. It's not about you. Yeah. My mentor, she's extraordinary, Christine Baranski, brought me in on this wonderful project to benefit a school that we were all connected to. And I ended up reading and performing this play with some amazing actresses. One of the greatest lessons that I learned just smack in my face was seeing the humanity of these women. And the lineup was Christine Baranski, Susan St. James, Mia Farrow, and Dorothy Lyman, and me. And it was so, I was so humbled to be there in the green room with them before we went out.
Becky, finally!
This is my family, and we want you to be a part of it.
We think you would be a great number 3.
Wait, what? I consider myself a pretty open-minded person, but you are completely psycho. Stay away from me.
What I love about this job is that it forces us to be the biggest human beings we can be. You know, more alive, more daring, more personal, more open, more vulnerable, and more of a mess.
What piece of advice have you had in this career of ours that you would like to pass on, that you have found has been so helpful?
When I was younger, one of my father's dearest friends is Janet Sussman. One of her books I had her sign, and I was so excited because Janet Sussman was signing my book about Shakespeare, and I had her sign it, and I got it back, and I opened it, and it said, "Don't do it. Love, Janet." And I just sat with that for years. I mean, I still have it, and I still look at it. And I think just because she said that, I went ahead and did it.
Caroline Kinsolving?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
For speaking with me in this Actor's Notes.
My name is Caroline Kinsolving, and this is Diary of an Actor.